Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa have long been regarded as one of television's most adored couples, a rare example of Hollywood love that seems to stand the test of time. From their early days on All My Children to hosting together on morning television, they've shared their lives openly, with humor, honesty, and a spark that fans can't help but admire. But lately, those close to the couple have begun to notice subtle changes, a new tension behind the smiles, moments that feel heavier than before. And now, new reports suggest that Mark recently made a bold and emotional move that may have changed everything between him and Kelly forever. For over 2 decades, Kelly Ripa has been the face of morning television, bubbly, quick-witted, and unshakably professional. Behind that trademark smile, however, sources say she's been quietly carrying the weight of balancing fame, family, and the realities of a long marriage constantly under the public microscope. Mark, meanwhile, has always played the role of her biggest cheerleader. He's been by her side through every career milestone, every tabloid headline, every storm. But according to insiders, something shifted recently. The pressures of co-hosting together, managing demanding schedules, and adjusting to their children growing older have reportedly created emotional distance between them. Friends close to the couple say that Mark, ever the passionate and intense personality, reached a point where he could no longer keep his feelings bottled up. And that's when he did something that shocked even Kelly, a bold proposal that no one saw coming. According to a close source, Mark recently surprised Kelly during a quiet weekend getaway where he expressed a deep and vulnerable truth about how he's been feeling in their relationship. He reportedly told her that he missed them, the simplicity, the connection, the laughter they shared before fame and responsibility began to pull them in different directions. It wasn't a breakup. It wasn't a fight. It was, in his words, a renewal of love. Mark wanted to propose again, not for show, not for television, but as a promise to rebuild their bond, to refocus on their marriage in a more private, meaningful way. One insider revealed, Mark told Kelly that he wanted to start fresh, not as co-hosts, not as parents, not as celebrities, but as two people who still choose each other, even after all these years. It was emotional, raw, and incredibly real. Those who were present during that trip described Kelly's reaction as deeply emotional. She was reportedly moved to tears, realizing that behind Mark's strong exterior, he had been quietly struggling with the fear that fame had started to overshadow their foundation as husband and wife. Kelly, who has always valued transparency and humor to navigate the challenges of marriage, reportedly responded with love and gratitude, but also honesty. She told Mark that she too had been feeling the distance. She had thrown herself into her work and their children, perhaps forgetting how much their connection needed nurturing. In that moment, friends say the couple had one of their most heartfelt conversations in years, a turning point that may have saved their marriage from silently drifting apart. Of course, being in the public eye means nothing stays private for long. Rumors quickly began circulating that there was trouble in paradise. Paparazzi noted their recent public appearances together felt more subdued. On social media, fans pointed out that their playful banter on air seemed to carry a different tone, still loving, but a bit more measured. But those who truly know them insist that what's happening between Mark and Kelly isn't the end, it's a rebirth. One family friend shared, "People forget that love isn't just about the highlight reel. They've weathered so much together, careers, kids, criticism, but this time it's about rediscovering each other as people, not just partners." Mark has since been spotted wearing a new ring, not a flashy diamond, but a simple gold band he reportedly had custom made for Kelly as a symbol of their renewed promise. According to insiders, Kelly was so touched by the gesture that she's been quietly working on something of her own, a personal tribute to Mark that she plans to reveal privately. Behind the cameras and the spotlight, Mark and Kelly's love story continues to evolve, not as a picture-perfect fairy tale, but something much more human. Two people learning, growing, and loving through every challenge.
Those close to them say that after Mark's emotional proposal, the couple have made changes in their day-to-day lives, scheduling time away from the city, traveling without their phones, and focusing on shared experiences rather than public appearances. Mark has also reportedly confided in friends that he finally feels a sense of peace, like he's fallen in love with Kelly all over again. Kelly, in turn, has been more reflective in recent interviews. When asked about marriage, she hinted at their emotional renewal, saying, "Love isn't about never having problems, it's about choosing each other through all of them." For fans who have followed their journey from young soap opera stars to enduring partners, this chapter feels especially poignant. It's not about drama or scandal, it's about rediscovery, forgiveness, and growth. So what do you think of Mark Consuelos' heartfelt gesture? Do you believe his bold re-proposal could reignite the spark between him and Kelly? Or is this simply another emotional moment in a long Hollywood marriage? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more heartfelt updates about your favorite celebrity couples, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the stories that remind us all what love, in its truest form, really looks like.